this is what it's like running a Turo business. I have a total of 5 vehicles, and right now I'm dropping up, picking off, doing everything, even though I worked a full shift today. So there's no excuses. We keep going no matter what, no excuses at all. So I'm picking up this vehicle, gotta go drop it off at the mechanic, and then I'm taking this one to deliver. Right, the good old Hyundai Accent. This was our first car on my business side to that we purchased. So delivering this one, so about to park it right now, and then I have an Uber to go and pick up my actual car. But right now, we're gonna get this one checked in really quick. It is late at night, so I won't be able to get the best photos, but I'll at least have it checked in, ready to go for tomorrow. So this is what it's like running a Turo business. You know, this is what it's like, man. Sometimes you gotta do late night stuff, you know what I mean? But it's all fun, you know. At the end of the day, I just want to inspire people and show you guys that you can do it even if you have a full-time job. And just like that, we got this vehicle all checked in. Luckily, it was all clean, so I didn't have to take it to clean anything. I just had to go put some gas in it. Now we lock that thing up, make sure it's secure, and that's it. Walk away. Now we got to go drop my other car off at the mechanic so they can get that fixed and everything. All right, it is now the next day, and we are at the airport once again, and we're dropping off the vehicle. Gotta hurry up and get back because I got a car I'm trying to sell. So, you know, I just wanted to check in with you guys. It's day 2, and we're dropping the Fusion off. I think this is an airport trip, so this one was already booked. I don't know how much it is, but I will check in with you guys later and tell you how much we're making on this trip. It is day 3, and we got another booking. So let's see what we got. I'm gonna check really quick. I'm on my way to work, but I wanted to show you guys. So we have a booking from the 25th of August to September 12th for a total of $400.49. So we already got the month of August pretty much booked, and this is for my Ford Fusion. So if I'm correct, we're probably pushing, let's just say about $800 that we've made, because I'm making $400 here, $449 here. And obviously partial of that is going into September, so I need to separate that. Let's just say $200 of it is, I need to check my discounts too, because I got to change those. They changed some things around, so I need to check on the discounts. But 200 of it will be for September, and the other 250 will be for September. I said that wrong. 200 will be for August, and 250 will be for September. So we're starting off September with a solid amount of money there, but I do need to check on my discounts to see what Turo is giving them for a discount, because I didn't adjust that, but I'm pretty sure it's okay. I just got to make sure it's not, Turo's not giving them a crazy discount. I'm losing on that. So, but not too bad. I think that's what, 2 weeks. September 25th. That's 1 week. Dang, that better not be 3 weeks. That'd be crazy. Don't make that much. Let me see. I gotta check. So August 25th, so 1, 2, damn, that's damn near 3 weeks. Oh my gosh, I gotta check on my rates. That's crazy. $450 for almost 3 weeks. Yeah, we gotta see what's up with that. But anyway, at least we got that covered. We got some money already for that month. I need to adjust my rates for my discount, because they're probably getting like a 15 or no, maybe make a 20% discount off that, which is not too bad, but it better not be more than that. That'd be crazy. So I need to check on that. But yeah, man, $500 pretty much in my pocket right there. Now my other car, I need to have an inspection done. So I'm going to see about getting that set up, see if I have a guy that can get that done for me. I'll reach out to one of my partners to see if he knows someone. But other than that, that's it. That's all I have for you guys for the moment. If anything changes, I will get back with you guys later. I'll probably give you guys some other tips and stuff for Turo. I know you guys have been loving this little series that I have, so thank you guys for watching, seriously. But I will have an update and some other things to talk to you guys about when it comes to Turo here later. I'm about to get ready to go to work. I just got to pick up some stuff, and I will check back with you guys in a little bit. All right, I don't remember what day it is, but
all cars are rented out, and I have a big booking coming up here shortly with one of my cars, but we have an issue. One of my windows won't roll back up, so I have to try to figure out what I'm going to do, because this car is going out Tuesday. Today is Sunday, and I have to have it fixed by Tuesday. So I'm trying to figure out a solution so I don't lose out on $500. All right. So this is my first incident with something like this. So I don't know. I reached out to one of my mechanics to see if he can get it done for me tomorrow if I buy the part. So I'm going to try to buy the part today or something, and then get this done, because I really need to get it done. Can't have my customer not being able to roll up their window, especially if it rains, right? So trying to get that figured out. The guy's going to be back Monday morning, so I should be able to get it done, hopefully, but I got to find out how much it's going to cost to get fixed and everything like that. So I will keep you guys updated, but I just wanted to make a Turo update video, mainly because we're out walking. It's a 3-mile walk, and really I just wanted to make this so you guys can see not everything is perfect when it comes to Turo, right? There's going to be things that you weren't expecting to do, and you just got to kind of adapt to the situation. Worst case, if I'm not able to get it done, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to have to cancel the trip. Do I want to do that? No, but sometimes you got to take the L, so hopefully I can get something situated tomorrow. I'm hoping my mechanic says he can do it. I'm going to go buy the part today, or just look at some YouTube videos on if it's something I can probably fix myself, and then go from there. But I really have to get it done tomorrow. I thought the car was back today, so I was going to try to work on it today, but it's not back till tomorrow. So we will see. I will keep you guys updated. I just wanted to make a Turo update video for you guys. I will check back with you guys tomorrow. Cost me $600, technically $581, and partial of that was my window didn't roll back up. So I'm not sure. I think I can't remember the name of the part that needed to be replaced, but that went bad as well as the motor. So right now I set it up with one of my guys who works at the Ford dealership, who's going to install that part for me. I'm gonna pay a little bit cheaper there. But these guys who I went to fix it this time was just someone that fixes one of my other vehicles, but I got charged the heavy rates. So, if you can find a cheaper mechanic to fix your cars, definitely do that. Definitely try to find someone that's a lot more affordable. If you can fix cars yourself, then that's even better for you, of course. But yeah, man. So definitely was not looking forward to paying that money. But like I said, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do to hurry up and get these cars back on the road. Now, Turo did unlist my vehicle because I had to have it towed from the location where it stopped at with the customer. So I had it towed to this mechanic shop, and they went ahead and fixed the issue, which looks like it was a battery issue. And I guess this specific Ford Fusion, maybe it's all Ford Fusions, but this one takes a special battery. And, I found a cheaper battery on like Walmart, for example. I think it was like $160. The battery that they got for me was like $220. Labor was expensive, and I have the sheet here so I could show you, all the charges that came with it. But labor is what costs the most. So, like I said, if you are a mechanic or you can find someone with very much like cheaper labor, then definitely do that. I just was, in a hurry, and I don't really have an actual mechanic that I can kind of count on for that. My guy that works at Ford, obviously he works at Ford, so I can't just be throwing jobs at him like that. So, I make sure I get in contact with him directly before I can even consider doing anything. So now I probably could have just had it towed to where he was and had him do it, but at the moment I was just like
trying to hurry. And plus, I thought I was going to get a deal, to be honest with you. That's the only reason why I went with this mechanic, because he fixes some of our other Toro cars, and he doesn't usually charge us. So I wasn't not expecting him to not charge us this time. But man, like, sheesh, $600 for that? All he had to do was take the door off to see what the issue was and get it rolled back up and change the battery. Now, I get for the parts, having to pay for the parts. He said he gets a discount off the parts. I feel like I paid full retail for the parts, so where was the discount at? But like I said, it is what it is. I needed to get it done, so that way I can hurry up and get this vehicle back on the Toro platform, because I have a rental Monday, and it's a $500 rental, and I don't want to miss out on that. So I just was trying to make sure I got this car ready to go, and everything's good. So everything is rolling. I don't think I need an oil change yet. Don't need an oil change, so that's good. But I'm gonna get that last part fixed, which is the window. I'm not even gonna mess with the window. I'm gonna get that fixed and have it done by Monday and get the car relisted back up. So we're working, we're figuring things out. Like I said, sometimes everything isn't gonna go as planned. You're gonna have issues, you're gonna have problems. That's with any business, okay? Everything can't go smooth forever, right? But you deal with it, you have the best customer service that you can have, and you continue moving forward. So in this situation, when the car stopped on them, I immediately pulled up to them, picked them up, and brought them to my other vehicle, which I let them just take my other vehicle and take that to the airport. So, that's how I handled it. I just made sure that they at least had a vehicle. They were only here for one more day, so I just let them take that vehicle and drop it off at the airport, which I need to go pick up. But, I don't have a ride on that one until, I don't think, Sunday, so I'm not really worried about that. Sorry for that camera angle. My hand was slipping down, but, so I'm not even going to really worry about it that much. But, it's like I said, I keep repeating it. It's part of the game. Everything isn't going to go like you thought it was. You're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs. It's been up so far, and this is my first actual incident. But I do want to make a separate video showing you guys how much I've made since I've purchased this vehicle. I purchased this car for all in $6,000, and I think I've made back half of my money so far. So I think I've made about $2,800 with this car. With this next trip, that's going to put me at $3,000, a little bit over $3,000. So, once I can bring home $6,000 with this vehicle, that means I've gotten my money's worth, and we could probably get rid of it, But I might get rid of it ahead of time just to save myself from just anything going forward and just purchase a different vehicle. But I'll see how things go, right? So I'm going to make sure everything is good to go when I drop this car off to my other mechanic and get the window fixed. And then just make sure I'm rolling. If it's rolling and it's fine and it's not really anything major that I need to have done to it, then I'll probably just keep it rolling until probably January of next year. Try to keep it rolling for the rest of the year, just so I can see what wintertime's like. But, I do want to try to get rid of this car, and that's what you want to do. Get the car, buy it outright, get you some money out of it. If you can make back all of your money, make back all of your money. But realistically, if I sold this car right now, I could probably get $4,000 to $5,000. Realistically, I could probably get $6,000 for it. But that's with me waiting for the right person to buy it at that price and all that. So I'll probably just put it up, try to make like $5,000. And that way, if I make $5,000 plus the $2,800 that I made, that means I profited about $2,000 realistically. Like, actually, I profited $2,000. So that's not bad. I wouldn't be mad at that if I profit $2,000. I'd be fine. I'd just be getting me another vehicle, trying to find me something else and starting over, So maybe I'll hold out on selling it to see if I can last through the wintertime. And then, after the wintertime, sell it and give me another vehicle starting off next year. So we will see. But I did want to make this update video for you guys because, you know, I want to maintenance is a key thing for this business. You want to make sure you have someone that can either fix your vehicles for you, or like I said, if you can do that yourself, you know, just try to have different resources. That's why, you know, just building and connecting with people is very important, because you never know when you're going to need somebody to, you know, just for anything, right? So, yeah, I'm glad I was able to get it done. Honestly, if I would have known it was just a battery, I probably could have done it myself. I've never installed a battery before, but I don't think it'd be that hard. But, you know, I didn't know what the issue was. I did get the code of what the error was, so that's good. But like I said, I didn't know what the issue was. So I'm going to wrap this video up here, and I will continue on with adding to my video on how much I can make in a month once this month is over. The month is almost over. I will have a breakdown on how much I've made with 2 cars for the whole month of August. But I just wanted to make this maintenance video for you guys so you can see that, you know, everything doesn't go like you want it to go. So that's it. That's all I have for you guys. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to reach 10,000 subscribers. Once I reach 10,000 subscribers, I will give away $200. Scoofy here, and I'm out.